Right, so hey guys, what is going on? My name is Ben and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be taking a look at this, the Fifine PS4-K678. It is a USB microphone which you might think is actually a Blue Yeti Nano, but it's not. For full disclosure, Fifine did give me the money to buy this microphone. However, the views in this video are my own and they have not seen this video or told me what to say. So all the thoughts in this video are my own. So just for a bit of context, I have used Fifine products previously. However, I have progressed into using much more professional gear now. So in conclusion, this microphone is a good beginner microphone. If you don't have a lot of money you want to spend. However, you get what you pay for. This video is going to be structured into parts. We're going to start off with the unboxing, then we're going to talk about the design and build quality, and then we're going to talk about the features, then we're going to do some sound tests, and then we will round everything up. Timestamps for that will be down in the description, and the video will also be broken into chapters. So the microphone you are currently listening to is this microphone from Fifine. It's got quite a nice box. With really nice packaging. It just says Fifine on the top, and it's got like a smiley face, which, you know, makes you feel happy and stuff inside. So you just take off these little tapey tabs. I didn't have a knife or anything sharp on hand, so I had to use my fingers. Opening the box from the top opens up with a nice little lid. Inside you get a nice little Dear Customer, which I've got to say is so much nicer than the previous Fifine things I've used, because they don't use Comic Sans. Because I remember last time they used Comic Sans and I said they need to not use Comic Sans because it's an awful font for this. I'm just going to let you know, Fifine, because I know you are watching this. For future microphones, please don't use Comic Sans. It makes you look unprofessional. Just Comic Sans is a horrible font and I don't recommend using it. And that's coming from somebody who does do design work, so I think I have a bit of experience knowing what I'm talking about. Then you get this like instruction guide with all your information and stuff. It tells you everything you need to know about the microphone. And then you take out this foam insert, which is protecting everything. And inside this, you'll find the microphone itself, which is tucked up within its stand. It's quite a nice little stand. So you just spin it around. To reveal the microphone in its desk standing position, little nuts on the side of it to ensure that it stays tight, just putting that off to the side. Inside the box, then you will find a little box with the USB cable in. It's not USB-C, which would have been nice to see, but for the price you're paying, you can't go wrong, to be fair. It's a very standard USB connection, but again, USB-C would have been nice. So just pulling that out, it's all tied up. It's just a USB cable. It's the same one as what would have been used for the PS3 remote. I don't know what type of USB connection it is, but it's nice and long, and it's nice, and it doesn't seem so great. And then next to that, you get this little stick thing, which is designed to allow you to put it onto like a boom arm, like the Rode PSA-1 or a £5 one off eBay. So that just screws into the bottom because it uses a really strange like size. It uses a 1/4-20, which is basically a tripod mount. So if you wanted to put it on like a little tripod, I suppose you could. It's a bit more versatile than the stand it comes with, but at the same time, it comes with a stand. If you just want it, you can just plug and play, just using what it comes with. Obviously, you want to ensure that it's as close to your mouth as it possibly can be to try and get the best sound. So just plugging all these things in. That's the unboxing experience, and it's literally as simple as plug and play. For the design and build quality, it feels, and I think is, solid metal, which for the price is very, very decent. It has nice tactile buttons. It also comes with a nice metal stand. However, it only allows you to swivel the microphone. There's no height adjust or any sort of adjustments apart from forward and backwards and around and in circles. Buttons and knobs are made out of plastic. They feel quite nice and secure. They don't feel like they'd fall off or get stuck from my initial testing. Front of the microphone, it has the Fifine logo and then a little LED indicator which is lit up green when the microphone is active and recording sound, and it's red when you're muted. On the bottom of the microphone there is the mini USB connector. There is also a 1/4 inch screw mount, which is the size of a camera tripod, not normally found on a microphone, which is why it comes with the little stick adapter thing to be able to put it onto a boom arm like the PSA one from Rode, not sponsored. To the side of that there is a 3.5mm headphone jack which allows you to plug in earphones or headphones, and even if you want to be quite smart about it, you could get a long 3.5mm cable and run it directly into your camera. You just want to make sure that your computer's not outputting sound. It will need to be powered through the USB port to be able to do that, but it will provide you much better sound than what your camera would naturally provide. On the back of the microphone at the top, there is a microphone gain knob, which I currently have set at the lowest setting because it seems to pick up really loud. You can probably see in the background it's clipped a couple of times, and I am about that far away from the microphone, which I don't know what. Probably about 5 inches, couple of inches, and it's on its lowest setting. And then underneath that there is a headphone output which controls the level of the headphones. Now it would have been nice to see a mixer between the output for the computer sound and an output for the microphone sound. However, for the price you can't really expect much. The casing around the actual microphone itself is also a nice black metal. It doesn't have much give to it, though it all seems pretty well constructed and it feels like it could probably take a little bit of a beating. The stand is made out of metal. It's got the same black finish as the microphone. It doesn't have any real ergonomics, but if you're just getting started, it's fine because you can just bring it close to you, have it as close to your mouth as possible to get good sound. And obviously it will sound much better than your built-in webcam for doing, Zoom calls and recording audio for podcasts. So this microphone is a condenser microphone which has a cardioid polar pattern, meaning it picks up from the front, the side with the logo and the mute switch. Make sure you don't get mixed up, otherwise you'll be getting dead muffled sound if you're getting it from the back. Now this microphone, unlike the Yeti, only has a cardioid polar pattern, which is fine for people who are just doing voiceovers and Zoom calls, because really on the Yeti, like 95% of people are just using the cardioid polar pattern anyway, so they can cut down costs by not having all these extra microphones inside for features that you'll rarely ever use. It has a frequency response of 40 Hz to 20 kHz. It has a sensitivity of -45 plus 3 dB. It has a signal to noise ratio of 85 decibels. It uses a 5-volt USB power. It connects via USB 2.0, which for 2021 is a bit old. It would have been nice to see a USB-C port, but not everybody uses USB-C, but it is more common now than it was back in 2016 when it was first widely open to the market from Apple. But you can always get adapters and stuff. But yeah, USB-C would have been nice to see. And it comes in at a weight of 1.3 kilograms if you have everything together. So now we're going to do some sound tests, and then you can hear it for yourself. You can make your own decision. You've currently been listening to it through this video. I've got it right here in frame. But now we're going to do a couple of tests. So you are currently now listening to the Fifine PS4-K678. Now, you'll have just noticed there is no pop filter in between, so you will hear all the plosives, which is something you'd want to consider. You'd want to consider getting a pop filter or a foam windscreen to put over the top of it, which
To be fair, it's probably cheaper and probably looks a lot better too if you are doing videos where you'd be on camera. I'm currently about 2 inches away from the microphone with my mouth, just to ensure that there is as little to no plosives as possible. I'm also going to put my finger in between to try and break up the air so it shouldn't hit it too much. Now, this audio you are listening to is unedited and straight from the microphone recorded into Adobe Audition. You could record it into Audacity, you could record it into OBS, or any other platform that allows you to record into it. So now the microphone is about arm's length away, and this is what it sounds like. So this is what it would sound like if you had it on your desk in front of you and you didn't try to bring it too close. So say you were on a Zoom call or something, this is how it would sound. So obviously you'd want to try and get it onto like a boom pole or something to get it as close to your mouth as possible, and ensuring that you set the settings as low as possible so it doesn't distort too much. Now, as you can see, it is distorting, but that is because I'm talking quite loud, because I want to try and minimize the amount of background noise to the actual thing, noise, but the noise floor is obviously too close because obviously so this is how the microphone sounds. We will now compare it to the Shure SM7B. You are listening to the Shure SM7B. The microphone is about 1 inch away from my microphone to test the proximity effect. I am now at arm's length away from the Shure SM7B, and this is how it sounds.
So overall, I'd say it sounds good for the price. However, a couple of things you just might want to be aware of. It doesn't seem to have a lot of high end. It's very, very bassy, which if you've got a female-y type voice, which is more high, that'll be good because then it will bring up the bass. But if you've got a really deep bassy voice, it's just going to be like... Ugh. However, you can fix this issue in a program like Audacity or Audition or any other DAW which you can use to record sound. You just need to add the frequency in and then maybe lower down the bass frequency. Also, just to note, whilst this has been recording, I have had my light on, which creates sound, and also my fridge, which also creates noise. So you might be able to hear them in the background. You probably will. So overall, in conclusion, for 73 quid, it's a very good competition for the Blue Yeti or the Blue Snowball. Now, I've never personally used a Blue Snowball, but for 50 quid, it seems like a bit of a rip-off, and it's also a much nicer design. I got mine off Amazon, which if you've got Prime, you can get next day free shipping. You can also buy it from the Fifine website, but that one might take longer because it's got to come from China. Depending on where you are in the world, then that will slow things down. Unless you're from China, then you can probably get it quite fast. So let me know down in the comments what you thought of the sound of this microphone. I will also leave a link to it in the description. That link will be affiliated. It basically just means Amazon know that I've sent you, and they will give me a small commission. It won't cost any extra for you. So if you did enjoy this video, be sure to let me know by leaving a like on it. If you want to see more like reviews and stuff, let me know in the description. I know it's not my usual forte, but if somebody's willing to send you something for free, you take advantage of it. So let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. If you want to see more videos from me, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you can make that happen, you will make my dreams come true.